will say there are many more things that are worse in life than accidentally and completely unintentionally doing your eyeshadow like Morticia Addams every day, which is simply my trend. Hey, welcome to my video. If you're from my Instagram, I love you, and if you're not from my Instagram, love you all the same. Welcome to today's video, which is a Colourpop try-on haul. Essentially, I bought some new goodies from Colourpop, and I'm gonna try them all out for you here today and create this look. So if that seems like your vibe, then please keep watching. However, before we really get into it, I want to give you a little haul of sorts and show you what we're working with today. So I got two eyeshadow palettes because I love eyeshadow. It's my favorite thing to buy, and this is the Lucky Penny palette. Now this palette is really beautiful. It has some really nice warm shades, coppers and golds, and I thought this would be perfect for like a summer beach vacation. And then similarly, I also got the Precious Metals palette. Now this one, I don't know if I would take it on vacation with me because it is a little big depending on how much space you have in your suitcase, but it does really have all the beautiful beachy colors that you might need. Specifically, the shimmers look really good in this one, so I'm eager to try them. Next we have two nude little lip liners. Now these look perfect for me. I use something like this every day, so this is definitely going to be a staple. We have the dark horse of today's haul, which is a freckle pen. Now this I tried yesterday, like pre-shower makeup. I was just playing around, and honestly it disappointed me, so I'm kind of scared to use it today, but we will see. Maybe over foundation it lays on nicely. And last but not least, you know how I feel about blush, and this is the prettiest red shade I've ever seen, so we'll see what we can do with that. And then also I just got a little freebie eyeshadow, but yeah, that's all that we have today, and now let's really get into playing with it. So as per usual, I have my eyeshadow base on. This is the P. Louise base, and I'm dipping into shade Own It from the Precious Metals palette. Now my goal for today is to create sort of a cooler brown smoky. I try not to do brown smoky eyes very often because that's honestly my comfort zone, so I always like to try something different, even though honestly if you look at my Instagram you would think that just rainbow shades were my comfort, but really I started off doing makeup by doing like these warm toned brown smoky eyes, and so I tried to steer away from that because that's something that I know I have perfected to the best of my current abilities, so I'm trying to venture out. However, I did see this palette and the browns did scream to me. So far, this first shade is pretty true to pan, and as you can see, I'm just sort of stamping it on with this fluffy brush, and I'm stamping it in sort of like a winged shape, and honestly, it's going on pretty well. It's not going on patchy. It doesn't look bad. It looks like any other eyeshadow I normally use, so far so good. I love Colourpop because she's available, she's affordable, and she's just that girl. And you know what? That's what I'm trying to be. Is it working? Probably not. Will it work? No, but will that stop me? Absolutely not, girl. So I'm now moving on to the shade Total Rockstar, and I'm applying that in the very outer corner of my moving lid. I'm also stamping it on that previous color we just used in the same wing shape, but I'm careful not to completely cover the last color. And again, it's going on pretty smooth, pretty nice. I am noticing a little bit of fallout in the pan, especially with this shade. However, it's not any more fallout than any other palette has. I'm also blending that out to maybe the middle of my crease, and it is blending out pretty easily and seamlessly. Rinse and repeat on the other eye, of course. Okay, now that that's mostly done, I think I'm gonna take the shade My Best Asset and try to darken this up even a bit more. However, in the pan, I don't know, I'm not sure if it's gonna be darker than this shade, but I am gonna try it, use it. Now, if it doesn't have enough of that depth, I am gonna use shade Let's Do It, which is a black, but just a tiny bit on the very outer corners. So for that, I am using the same brush that I just used. I don't know if I've even mentioned it. This is a small detailed blending brush. I'm working with the third color now, and it does seem to darken it up a bit. Let's see if I can intensify this even a little bit more. So that would look something like this. Honestly, I think it works. It looks pretty good, but I still want a little bit more depth, so I am gonna add the black. Okay, so I played around with the colors, blended everything out while adding shades here and there, but basically I'm happy with this blend now. And I did add a little bit of the black. I'm not even sure if you can notice because I really didn't want to add too much. I didn't want it to overpower everything, and I think I succeeded at that. So now I'm gonna clean underneath my eyes. Then we're gonna see if we can pick out a shimmer to go with this look. So here I am, that's done. Now, as far as shimmer, I want to do like a little coppery moment. I was gonna say to try and match my dress, but this is literally bubblegum pink and nothing here is gonna match. So let me just shut up. But I am debating between Minding Mine and Copperhead. I'm really interested to see which one I'm vibing with. Oh, that is pigmented, girl. Oh, okay, well, honestly, they're pretty much the same. They do look a little different in the pan, like Copperhead looks like it would be more pink leaning, but girl, I guess not, so whichever one I pick, same thing. Okay, that spun me a little bit. Let's try Making Sense as well. Okay, well, Making Sense is slightly more orange, but honestly, I don't even know if you can tell on camera. Okay, period. So I'm just gonna close my eyes and pick one. So I ended up picking up Minding Mine for whatever reason, and I'm just applying that on my moving lid and I'm blending it up to the crease just a tiny bit. Honestly, it's very pretty. Does it go with this look? Not particularly. Is this what I wanted to do today? Also no, but I like it. I will say that this shade might be one of those shades that gives more payoff if you apply it with your finger rather than a brush. However, I have long nails and I just don't like digging with them all over my palettes. So that's a no-go from me, but otherwise cute. Also, I forgot to mention, as I was applying more and more of the shades, the fallout did become a little bit fiercer in the sense that there is more of it in the pan, but honestly still nothing too crazy in my opinion. So now in an attempt to make this just slightly less orange and intense, I'm taking the shade Polished from the Precious Metals palette and I'm just applying that into the inner corner to just kind of soften that out a little bit. Okay, so pause. I notice a little bit of the fallout from those shimmery shades on my face, which is never ideal, but that's why I normally do my eyes first anyway. So now all that I'm doing is just bringing down all the shades that I already used onto my lower lash line, and I'm gonna blend that out, and then we're done with the eyes. So I'm gonna go do most of my base off camera now, and then we're gonna be back to test the blush and freckle pen. So I'm back, and I figure we could start with the blush first. I'm just gonna dab a little bit on my brush, tap it off, and then go in. Now, let's see how pigmented she is. Ooh, okay. It's giving a little something something. On the cheeks, it looks a bit more pink than it does fiery red like it does in the pan. But I mean, kind of expected, I don't know. I've never really tried a red blush that ended up looking red on the skin, so I'm not mad at that. Otherwise, I think it's pretty cute. It's giving a little cute pinch me cheek moment, so I'm not mad about that. Now I'm just gonna obviously even the other side out. And as always, I'm gonna try and not look like Bozo the Clown this round, but you know how I am with blush, so I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work really. I like it. It's a very fresh moment. I do have to, you know, do my thing because as usual, I did go overboard. Yes, I did. Okay, cute. Now let's do the freckle pen, which I'm really scared about. You know what we're gonna do? I thought about this while I was finishing my base. We're just gonna take it and we're gonna only first do it on one side in case it flops. I can kind of save the face a little bit. Ooh, I don't like it. Okay, so I'm just gonna dot it all over and then I'm just gonna go over quickly with my finger to sort of blend it out. Did that do anything? Wait. I mean, it did do something, but it's not looking like freckles on the skin. Let's do one more try on the same side. So I'm really dotting it on there. Okay. See, and then I feel like this is a must. I can't just leave them as they were because they looked quite unnatural. Yeah, no. I look like I'm going to a theater production of Pippi Longstocking, and not in like a good fun way, more of like a this was an accident type of way. So I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and try and cover those the best I can. I hate this freckle pen. I tried it yesterday, didn't work for me yesterday. I don't know why. I was thinking it's gonna work today, but you know what? It's interesting because yesterday yesterday I tried it just on naked skin. All I had on was a little bit of moisturizer. So I was like, oh, maybe if it gives off a really natural look, it's gonna, you know, mesh with everything else that I had going on, which was nothing. And when I swatched the pen on my hand, I don't know, it sort of looks dried out. Maybe I got a dried out one, but honestly, maybe this is just the way it is. Anyway, she didn't work for me. So the last thing that I'm gonna try is one of these lip pencils, and I got the shade Jaguar and Tease. I'm gonna start the outline with the darker one. Okay, that's very pigmented. Yeah, that's very pigmented, very buttery. It is very soft. Now, my one concern with that is I'm wondering if it's more prone to breaking off because some lip pencils are, but let me shut up and apply this and we'll talk later. So I was gonna say, this says that these are lip plumping lip liners, and I just thought that was sort of like a gimmick. But either I'm doing a little placebo to myself, or I feel the little lip plumper tingling on my lips exclusively where I applied the lip liner. We'll really see if it's a placebo once I try the other shade as well. Okay, so now with the other shade, I'm just gonna blend that into my lip. That's a pretty color combo. These two together are looking great, and they're doing exactly what I would want them to do, which is blend together, but not completely cancel each other out. And these are really comfy. I'm really surprised at how comfy these feel on the lips. So now I'm just gonna finish off the lip, and I'm just gonna put on a liquid lipstick because I wear Invisalign, and if I don't use a liquid lipstick, it gets all over my aligners and my teeth and everywhere, and that is not cute. So let me finish this and then we can chat about final thoughts. And I'm back. So this ended up being a very pretty lip combo that I am gonna definitely do again in the future. If you are curious, I did use the MAC Locked Kiss Ink liquid lipstick in the shade Upgraded and the two liners that we just saw. But anyways, let's talk about all the products that we used today. So palettes, honestly, loved them both overall. The mattes were not patchy at all. They were not dry. They were not chalky. They were easy to blend, easy to work with. The shimmers were also very pigmented and had a beautiful finish. There was some fallout in both palettes, but not a crazy amount. Now, the one ding that I will give them is honestly that the three sort of copper orange shades that I swatched from both of these palettes all look slightly different in the pan, but honestly they look completely the same on the eye and on the hand. So there is that, but also both of these palettes have a similar vibe, and that's why I got them. So honestly, there's also a little bit of a ding on my part personally. I was hoping to forget the freckle pen, but I don't think we can do it. I honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I can't use it as a liner. I can't use it as a freckle pen. This did nothing. The lip liners, however, I am pretty pleasantly surprised with. They do give you that little bit of lip plumper tingle, but nothing uncomfortable at all. Just enough of a cooling sensation, which I think would be great for now, summertime. And the shades are beautiful. They are similar, but they are very different on the lips, which I love. And they worked beautifully together. The formula is creamy. I think I'm gonna buy these lip pencils in just a bunch of colors. But overall, I think this was a pretty successful haul. Let me know what you think, and if you are still watching, if you made it this far, congrats to you. You definitely deserve a snack. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and if you liked this video, then please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!